Hello everyone, back at it again for another season of Husker football, officially 1 month away from the season opener. Today, the first day of fall practice. The team got out inside and outside the Hawks Championship Center. Some rain falling there early. Different little bit of setup for practice, dividing it into two groups. Some of the veteran guys going earlier, getting the incoming freshmen in later, divided up a little bit, but kind of the sense we get from head coach Matt Rhule, the players that we talked to today, exactly what you expect at the start of the season. Everybody's excited.
Yeah, just kind of a different vibe today. I think, like you said, players living in the dorms, different setup for practice. I think we're going to see these things kind of trickling out over the next few weeks of how Matt Rhule does things differently and how things have changed in the past year.
Yeah, for sure. And it's kind of a unique setup to have all those players in the dorms. I believe they're in Selleck. They're very close here to Memorial Stadium, so close walk over for those players. And, don't necessarily envy them. It's been a couple years since I've been there in the dorms, but, cramped living a little bit, but that's kind of the point, to force these guys together. I think one of the things they were doing, get a guy from offense, guy from defense, maybe somebody that they don't know as well, just trying to create those bonds amongst the team. But something really important we want to touch on, Matt Rhule offered a couple different player personnel updates, some different things to note. And one of the big things at the top of the list, defensive lineman Brody Tegaloa. Rhule said he suffered a car accident about a week ago, needed knee surgery, and this is a guy who's kind of dealt with injuries at that spot before. So Brody right now out with his family, not with the team right now, recovering from that surgery. Wish him the best, but expected to perhaps be out the rest of the season. Exciting young player, pretty tough to lose him for the year.
Yeah, that's got to just be disheartening in a car crash to lose a season like that. That's tough for him.
Yeah, certainly. Very close to this fall practice getting underway. Not a whole ton of guys in that defensive line group either. So one guy to note there, and some other updates. Jacob Hood, again, dealing with some issues, not necessarily present at some of these different things. Josh Fleeks, dealing with his weight a little bit. They're looking to get that down before he gets moving to things. And then Miles Farmer, a big returning defensive back, a guy who was a starter all last year. Rhule said he's suspended over the summer, not with the 120-man roster right now. We'll see. He was kind of non-committal. It's hard to say exactly what circumstances are going on there, but a big loss for Nebraska, a guy who was a big contributor a year ago.
Yeah, and it's obviously tough to read too much into these things, especially just on day one. But yeah, it didn't sound like he was going to be out very long. Rhule, I think, might have even said day to day, but he also said the ball's in Miles' court. It sounds like there is things he has to do to get back onto the field, and we'll see how long it takes for that to happen.
Yeah, big thing just to establish those team standards. So, something that they're looking to get done, get it communicated to these players across the board. And certainly Farmer's situation falls in there. And final update to share, Marcus Washington dealing with a little bit of a hand injury. Again, he has his hand in a cast right now. Green no contact jersey on that we witnessed him at practice this morning. But again, they're hopeful that'll just be a couple days, maybe next week. Doesn't sound like it's going to be the type of issue that holds him out there into the season. So a lot more updates to come. We'll hear from the defense tomorrow. Make sure to follow along. We've got podcast stories, stuff coming up soon on journalstar.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.